The little boy which you see on that wall, that's me. Probably, I think 2 to 3 years old. I don't even remember my age, honestly. I'm just guessing out that. The scooter which you see behind me, that is something which is very, very precious to me. Something which is very close to my heart. I know it's an ugly scooter, I would not deny that, but still, this is something which no money or my emotional sentimentals cannot even define that. I still remember me and my best friend, we used to ride along the entire city on that same scooter. Probably at that time it was, I think 10 or 20 rupees worth of petrol which we were spending on the same scooter to ride along the entire city. They also gave me a nickname. They called me Blackie. At first, I laughed about it, just like how you did. But slowly and gradually, I started to realize that this is something which defines who I am as a person. That's me in my younger age, and then that's me when I was doing my engineering at that time. And at that point of time, when a child starts to believe in these kind of labels which are assigned to them, given by someone else, they do everything in their power to fix them. I still remember my neighboring auntie told me that, hey, if you want your skin color to be fairer, you start taking shower with milk. So from next day onwards, I was taking shower with milk, hoping that my skin color becomes more fair. Then one day while watching TV, I thought I struck gold. I thought I have found something that I can cure away this skin color which is given to me by God. I saw an advertisement of Harpic. And I thought that from next day onwards, I should start taking shower with Harpic. And next day I was taking shower with Harpic so that my skin color becomes fairer. Yes, I did that. Now I laugh about that also. But just imagine what was going on in the mind of that child who was even ready to take shower with Harpic so that this society can accept him, this group can accept him. I don't know each one of you out here. This is the first time I'm actually meeting you in person. But one thing I know about each one of you. Someday, someone, somebody may have given you some kind of label. Maybe it was not Blackie, just like how it was for me. Maybe it was some other nickname which was given to you. Maybe it was too fat. And from next day onwards, you stopped wearing those clothes which you loved because you will look fat in that. Maybe it was too skinny, lanky. Maybe it was too short. So from the next day, you started to feel that I should not go there, I should not be part of that because my height, my weight defines who I am. My favorite one, too middle class. We can't do this. Middle class people don't do that. So you should stop dreaming, believing in those things. That's life, right? Middle class people specifically, when they will do their 10th, then they should do it. When they do their engineering, when they do their 12th, then they should do it. Why? Why can't we all have dreams, irrespective of whether I'm a rich class or I'm a middle class or I'm below poverty line? Can't we have those dreams? As I said, what labels were given to you, I want you to remember those labels. As I said, maybe it was not Blackie, but some label was given to you by someone who is close to you. Maybe your friend, maybe your neighboring auntie, uncle, family member. But who gets to write this script? Why those people? Shouldn't these scripts be written by us? Shouldn't we define what and why I will do something? A script will tell you where to stand, right? What clothes to wear, what to act, what to speak. But in reality, it's you who has to write that script, not that neighboring uncle, auntie, family, friend, or somebody whom you love. No, they don't define that. How many times it has happened that you did not go for an opportunity just because you felt that you are not good enough? Or you did not speak in any meeting, not because you did not know what to speak, but you thought that your values, your points would not be valued by others. Or just stand in front of a mirror and saying that, hey, I wish I looked like someone else. Or, I'm not a photogenic person, don't take my pictures. I don't want to go in front of camera. And the last one, which is my favorite, honestly, is you can't speak proper English. You make grammatical mistakes, so you can't speak in front of people. These are the labels which are given to you by people around you. The problem is not these labels which are given to you. The problem is you start believing in those labels. And somewhere down the line, this belief impacts you. Now, at this point of time, nobody has to call me Blackie anymore, or nobody has to say this, that I don't belong here, or no girl will ever talk to me because of my skin color. No, nobody has to say that. Those labels have stopped now. Why? Because I have believed it. In my heart, I'm repeating it multiple number of times. And you start repeating it multiple number of times, it becomes your identity. It becomes who you are as a person down the line. I still remember a long time back that these scripts which were given to me by people around me were people which were very close to me. And they were not doing it intentionally. They were just doing it because that's what they thought it is the right thing to do. All of us goes through the same thing. Different people, right? Different nicknames, different labels. But in the end, it is the same script which is given to each one of us. All these scripts which are given to us have a solution, have a framework. And I call that framework as LIFT, where L stands for label. Society, someone gives you a label. In my case, it was Blackie. Then L, you internalize it. You start to believe in that label. In my case, it was that this skin color makes me look less attractive as compared to others. And the most problematic out of this entire is fear. Fear that I can't do this. I can't achieve this. I start to believe it, that I will not be able to do A, B, C, X, Y, Z thing which I really want to do. I feared that, if I go and approach someone, they will not accept me because of this skin color. That's how psychologically it hits you. But just like how we always prefer movies, right? That we want movies which has a happy ending. Most of the times we want that, right? This entire concept of lift is based on one letter which can resolve this, which is T, take action. Take action despite that label which is given to you. Despite that fear, despite that belief, take action. When my wife told me, or, who is my girlfriend from last 14, 15 years now, that I make grammatical mistakes, right? I cannot probably go and speak in front of people. But see, I'm standing here, probably making still some more grammatical mistakes in front of you, but still I'm here, right? So what did I do? I took action. Despite that label, despite that belief which was given to me, despite that fear that I cannot do it. And let me tell you one thing. Nobody will take that action. This is your life. This is not my life, right? This is your life, and you have to take those actions. We love Instagram, we love shorts, we love reels. What do? We scroll, we watch one, and then we move to the next one, right? Same is the case with this. You will hear me talk. You will hear me probably relate to some label which was assigned to you at that point of time. But then what's next? Probably you will clap after this. But what's next? You'll probably go home, right? But I want you to go back. I brought this nostalgic moment for you about that label, right? I want you to go back and take that action today. Whatever that it was, I don't know, but take that action today, right? So, sorry for this entire feeling, this entire theatrical performance. Sorry about that. Very important. This is who I have been, whole throughout my life. I was just wearing those labels, just like how I threw in front of you. This is the person whom you all saw today. I started taking those actions, that's why I'm here. I want all of you to start taking those actions. And if you felt, if I was able to bring back those memories for you, I want you to create a history on this TEDx platform. And what do I mean by creating a history? I want you to say this affirmation after me. I want you to speak out loud for this affirmation. Maybe you are too shy, right? Too fat, too middle class. Maybe you're too shy. Maybe you will speak in your heart. But speak out. Speak out if you felt related to it. Maybe those labels have gone past by. They are no longer important to you. But still, without knowing you as a person, I can say that those labels still impact you somewhere down the line. And if you agree with me, I want all of you today to speak these things after me. I am imperfect. I will be labeled, but I refuse to let these labels define who I am. I will write my own script. I will become whom I am capable of becoming. Now go and write your script. Being imperfect, the script you never wrote. Thank you.